She's crazy like a fool. What about Daddy Cool?
Hello everyone, this is Johnny Orange, and today I'm playing Kanani with 1 pike unit and 2 archers. And I've got to say, this is one of my all-time favourite combos because the units complement each other so fucking well, it's unbelievable. No matter who you face, you can fucking mess them up. You can mess them up real good. Maybe you're not a fan of Roman infantry, don't worry, you have the pikes. You don't have to give a shit about Roman infantry. Maybe you're not a fan of javelins, no, don't worry, you've got the archers. Maybe you're not a fan of elephants, fuck those elephants. Not only can you slow them with the archers, you can also just annihilate them with your pike unit. What happens if you hate that cavalry? You want to mess them up every game. Well, this combo's not that good at it, so don't do that. Hopefully you don't run into some good cavalry players because you'll probably fucking die. But what happens if you hate siege equipment? Well, that's situational. You could win, you could lose. It depends on your team. But it's okay, so this combo is not completely unbeatable, but it does pretty damn well. Now back to the game, I rushed down the hill here so I could shoot at the archers using the vision provided by the watchtower. Now the reason I did that instead of shooting at those tier 3s is because the tier 5 guy holding the tower can easily handle them. The bigger concern was that middle might lose, so I came over here, gave him a bit of a helping hand, and done some damage to a bigger threat. Those tier 3s, well, the reason they're in the game in the first place is because he went 1 tier 4 cav and 2 tier 3 infantry. And the way matchmaking works, it looks at your highest tier and goes, oh, you're in those games now. So it's best not to mix up your tiers, alright? Just go all tier 3 or all tier 4 or all tier 5, etc. And it's the same thing when you group queue. If you have a party of tier 3s and one dude decides to bring 1 tier 4 unit, yeah, you could get into tier 4 to tier 6 games, which isn't fun. So try to avoid doing that. Now this guy, he's just given up. He's gone, fuck this shit. I'm going to stand here and get shot at. So let's go across to the other side of the map because that's boring as shit. It looks like our team does have a massive advantage on the left hand side. They well outnumber the enemy. There is some cav coming up as well to help them out. And at this stage there's only Felksmen left, and these low tier Felksmen don't even have hamstrings. So that cav can go in there, or not go in there I guess. Well, he could have gone in there, used his anvil ability, that way the Roman infantry can come up from behind and charge him. Okay, he's doing it now, he's got the... he hit the enemy, he can anvil them now. Okay, fuck it. Fuck this shit. It looks like these Felksmen have pulled off a massive maneuver here, escaping the blue team. How did they do it? Nobody knows. It's fucking a miracle. In middle here, the blue team is in a bit of trouble. They have lost their archers. There's some reinforcements coming in. They might be able to pull off a victory. But those elephants are going to be hard to counter with only Roman infantry and so few archers left. So I am heading down towards that fight at the moment. And hopefully the players on the left hand side push the enemy base and start capping or come back and help us defend. Once I get down there, it's going to be hard to engage these elephants with my pikes just because they're tied up with my allies infantry so much. Also, there is some archers I can't see, so that's always going to be a threat. If I can't see them and they can see me, they're going to shoot me and there's no way I can retaliate. So this is a bit of a dangerous situation I am heading into. While I wait for the enemy archers to poke their head around the corner, I'm just going to shoot into these barbarians. There's no reason not to, and they're a good target. It looks like the elephants are heading towards our base, but since they cap so slowly now, I don't have to worry about dealing with that. At least for a while. They cap about the same speed as cav now. They can't really put too much base capping pressure on you, so I'm going to deal with these archers first. I'm moving my pikes forward here because what I want them to do is put some pressure on the enemy ranged units. That way they have to retreat eventually. Meanwhile my archers can hit them in the back. They start returning fire here, but they are shooting at my pike unit and I'm fine with that. Personally I prefer to kill the thing that's killing me first, so I'll aim at the archers before I aim at the unit protecting them. I am a bit wary about this barbarian unit. I definitely want him out of the way. He could come around behind my pikes and get to my archers. So I'm going in now, just wiping him out. I'm not sure why he didn't run away there. Everyone just seems to be surrendering. It's like, oh, I'm over this shit, and they just stand there and let me kill them. Meanwhile, Santos there is retreating. He's trying to get around to that wall. That way his units can see mine, and he can shoot over the wall and into me. Well, I can't shoot into him. He's noticed that I just moved away, so he's coming back now. But of course, I was prepared for him to come back. The enemy is capping our base though at the moment, and even though they are capping slowly, I am sending that pike unit to go back to our base to decap. I have popped barrage now, and that's just going to annihilate him. As you can see, it's just raining down death upon those enemy archers, and that's them out of the way. I'm not sure if it was the best idea to separate my units, but I didn't want to risk them just capping our base. And at the same time, I couldn't start retreating if the archers were still alive. They would just shoot me while I make my way to the base. Once again, it is going to be hard to get those pikes down safely when there's allied infantry engaged with those elephants. At this stage, the enemy has decapped themselves. I was wondering... See, this is a bit where I was like, oh man, maybe I should have fucking protected my archers. Because, yeah, they get ran over by fucking cav. This barbarian player does try to engage my pikes before I can get them down. If he has successfully done that, I couldn't pike the elephants, and that way the elephants would be able to kill my unit. But now that I've got my pikes down, I'm not fucking lifting them. My ally can run into my pikes all day fucking long, they're staying down. Because the minute I lift them, they've won. One thing to keep in mind is the elephants don't cause morale damage, so there's no threat of them routing you. And this is the way I find easiest to kill them. Just spin the pikes all the way around, just fucking keep rotating them until the elephants are dead. It might not be the most tactical looking thing, but it works a charm. Just fucking move, spin around, act all herpy fucking derpy, and yeah, you win. I find that when you just stand there and try to take them on from the front, the stomps hurt too much, so if you just move around like this, it seems to reduce the stomp damage because your guys are everywhere. Look, he did a stomp there. It didn't do that much, really. It also makes it a bit harder for them to escape because no matter where they go, they're surrounded by pikes and they're facing all different fucking directions. The cav is coming in here now, I guess, to help this elephant player out, but I've got my pikes down already, dude. He ain't doing shit, and now he's running away. He's like, oh, he's got his pikes down already. It's like, yep, that's fucking right. That's fucking right, I do. I regret not moving forward at that stage instead of retreating back a bit. If I went forward, I could have wiped out this elephant and that cav, but, you know, fucking hindsight, it's a wonderful thing. Anyways, dudes, that's the end of the game. I don't really do fucking that much more. I just got my little pike unit over here, and they're fucking way away from the action. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and thumbs up and all that shit. And yeah, I'll see you on... I'm going to release my videos between Monday and Friday. I don't want to fucking make videos over the weekend. So I'll see you after the weekend, guys. Have a good one.
She's crazy about her daddy. Oh, she believes in him. She loves her daddy.